Hello YouTube, Eddie Bones 13 back again. Part 3 of my EDC knife collection. We're going to go ahead and jump right back into it because I want to get all this into one. I'm going to go ahead and start with my, this is my, not my second of all time, but one of only two automatics that I own. And it's actually my favorite one. Obviously, it's the Piranha Amazon. And I love this knife. Look at how gorgeous this is. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love the design. Titanium pocket clip. This is one of them ones that needs to be wiped down because everything on it is pretty much mirror polished. And I love this knife. Pop it open and you got a gorgeous mirror polished blade. And it's not like the mirror polish you would see like these custom makers do where, you know, you can see, you know, basically shave in it, but it is mirror polished, as you can see, and it's gorgeous. I really love this blade. Like I said, it was back when I was on my serrations kick. I've never really used this blade at all. As you can tell, it's still in great shape. I love this knife. It's a collector for me, even though it was only about $120, $130. I just love this knife. I love the ergonomics. I love the way it feels in hand. You would think this would bother you, but actually my hand rests perfectly in there. And it's just a wonderful knife, you guys. Piranha Amazon. I suggest all you guys that are into automatic knives that go after these other companies, I really think you should give Piranha a shot. They do very strong. I don't know if you could hear that, but the power of their automatics are just phenomenal. So I really urge you give Piranha a shot. But that's my other automatic besides my little cheap one I showed in part 1 of these videos. So the Piranha Amazon. Now I want to show you this CRKT Outrage. This one you can tell has had a lot of hard use. I love this knife. It's absolutely phenomenal. I've kind of beat this knife up using it. I love the pocket clip. Centering's dead on. Action is outstanding. IKBS. I love the blade shape. It's just a phenomenal knife. You couldn't ask for better for the price range of about 40 bucks. This knife is phenomenal. Very smooth. And I just love it. The action is rock solid. It opens hard and fast every single time, and I just love this knife. CRKT Outrage. Definitely recommend you get one of these. So there it is. She's my Outrage, and I love her, and I use her a lot. Let's go ahead and go into the Spyderco Domino. This was one of my later models that I got, but that I really loved a lot. Perfect centering. I love this domino. I love the blue twill carbon fiber. It's whatever that's called. I forgot the name of it, but it's not. It's all titanium, but then they put the carbon fiber on top. So I like that. It's very fast, very smooth. This knife has broken so well. Over the past 2 years or so that I've had it. I'm absolutely in love with this knife and always will be. You can see how much I've used this knife. This blade is just beat up, but I love it. I still put it in my rotation. It's very smooth, and I love my my domino, and I will not get rid of this knife for the life of me. I love it. All titanium back. I actually put a new pocket clip on there, a little bit longer, but this is a wonderful knife. I love my domino, you guys. So there it is, the Spyderco Domino, and this one was a CTS XHP blade steel. Okay, back to ZT. We got the ZT 0630. Really love this knife, you guys. This is one of my all-time favorite ZTs. Besides the one I just sent off, I just got the ZT 0095 for 2016. had problems with it. The detent was so strong it was damn near breaking my finger to try to open it. I like a strong detent, but something was wrong with that one. Plus the pivot kept coming loose after about 10 flips. So I know I could have just put some Loctite in there, but you know, with the detent being strong and the pivot being so bad, I decided to send it back, and hopefully they fix it or give me a new one of the two. But this one I really love, the 0630. Love the G10, love the pivot here, how you can adjust it that way. I'm not a big fan, like I said in the video I did of this, of the Emerson Wave. I'm not a big fan of Emerson's period, for the fact that I don't really need a lot of self-defense knives, because I don't do self-defense stuff. So I don't really need this wave feature. I could do without it, but I do love it for the fact that it's a good thumb ramp. And I wasn't really a big fan when I made the video of this thumb disc, but now it's starting to grow on me. This knife is so freaking smooth, man, and it has broken like you wouldn't believe. And this is rocking that S35 VN steel, 3.6-inch blade. Just a gorgeous knife. I wanted to get the Tonto version, but I've kind of grown out of the Tonto, so this one right here will do. I'm absolutely in love with this knife, and I don't see myself ever parting ways with this one. There you go, the ZT-0630. Okay, so let's get into another ZT. ZT, probably one of the best ones ever made in my eyes, the ZT-0562. Great action, beautiful blade. Stonewash flats, satin. I'm sorry, now we've got to wipe them because I just feel that, you know, you guys want to see a clean blade, not a fingerprinted up blade. But satin grind on there. CTS 204P, one of the best steels I believe out there. You can see I've used this knife, and I will continue to use it. I love it. It's absolutely smoothed out so well. I thought about doing the modification like I did a mother knife and kind of rounding off this flipper, but this one ain't as bad as the 0561 was, so I'll probably end up leaving it. It's fast, it's powerful, and a lot of people had a problem breaking the detent with this knife. Mine never had that problem. It just was smooth right out of the box. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's smoothed out, I mean, to the way it is now over time, but I mean, this thing is just smooth. Perfectly centered. I put a lanyard on it even though it doesn't have a lanyard spot, and this actually doesn't cut it. I've had the lanyard on there for a long time and it's not bothering it one bit. Lockup, solid as solid could be. And I just love this knife. Never had a problem with these pivot on this one. Never comes loose. Love the titanium frame. Love the deep carry pocket clip. I'm in love with my ZT-0562, you guys. So this is one that I will forever have and forever switch in and out of my rotation. ZT-0562. Next up, we got the ZT-0801. This one I had a lot of problems with at first with the pivot. Of course, everybody did. I did put some Loctite. Had to do it a few times. Finally, after I wire brushed the pivot down a little bit, got the Loctite in, and it hasn't gave me no problem since, and it's been quite a while. Didn't even know I had all this gunk on it here. There we go, it's coming off, and I don't really want to spend time on that, but I should have Windexed it to show you the beautiful colors that Esteban over at Thai Survival made this knife. Kind of do a couple close-ups. It's a gold to purple to blue fade, and it's absolutely gorgeous when it's Windexed up. Same with the other side. Love the deep carry pocket clip. Perfectly centered. Action is outstanding, as you would expect from the 801. Not so fast that it guillotines your finger, which I love. I mean, you could actually place it where you want, and that's what I like. And the detent is still phenomenal on this knife. Sucks it right in. I love the action, and this knife I can play with for hours. I just love it. Absolutely love it. So depending on where you push the lock bar is where how far down the blade will fall actually. So luckily I got a fingernail, and you can tell my fingernail gets a little bit of blade action. But I love my ZT-801, you guys. Did I show you lockup? Perfect lockup on that. And this one here is rocking the L-Max. Haven't had a problem with this L-Max to date. As like I said with none of my ZT knives. So I'm not sure what all the hype was about them having bad L-Max. I didn't receive any, unless I'm just too ignorant to realize it. I haven't had a problem with any of the L-Max I've received from ZT. So either they fixed it before I started getting mine, or I just don't notice it. But there you go, ZT-0801. Next up, do 3 Kaisers right at the end here, guys. This here is the Kaiser Ray Laconico Intrepid. Love this knife. It's one of my all-time favorites. Will always love it. Smooth as smooth can be. Never had any problems. Centering has been dead perfect since I got it. I got it right when it came out. Lockup is dead on. Perfect. The whole lock bar is confronting the steel, which I love. Smooth as smooth can be. I mean, it doesn't guillotine you, but this blade free falls and it is just smooth, and you can tell just there's no rubbing. It is just so smooth. I love this knife. All titanium. It's got the blue hardware. Did kind of take a little chunk out of here. I need to get fixed, maybe get re-anodized. And I thought this hardware was titanium. It's not. It's just coated. So you can see here, I don't know if you can see that, it's really wearing off bad. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I can't really order new screws from China, so maybe I can send it to somebody to kind of polish them back out to a silver and then get the knife re-anodized. But love my Kaiser Ray Laconico Intrepid. Love it. One of my all-time favorite knives still to this day. For the price, it was only like $220, and I'm absolutely in love with this knife. Centering dead on, just wonderful. So the Kaiser Ray Laconico Intrepid. Okay, moving right along here. The next Kaiser I had received was the Vanguard series Dorado. Now they made this in the Bladesmith series, which is the all titanium version, just like the Intrepid I just shown. But I really loved this one because of the colors. Blue is my favorite color. And I'm glad I got it because it is absolutely phenomenal. Dead centered action is some of the best action I've ever had on a knife. Again, doesn't guillotine you when it closes, but it's smooth. Give it a few shakes. And there's really no way to not open this knife. You barely press this thing and it's gonna open. I mean, the detent is just dead on. I love this knife. Lockup, perfect. Liner lock, perfect lockup. And the Vanguard series for Kaiser really came through for me, man. I love it. I love the way it fits. Whoops. I love the way it fits in your hand. Very good size for me. And this is rocking VG10 steel, but haven't had a problem with it. I actually don't mind VG10. This is razor sharp. I actually put a new edge on this just because I used it so much, as you can see there, that and a lot of this ain't gonna come off because it's just from use, but that I did finally put a new edge, and I didn't reprofile it. I just kind of touched it up, and it's razor sharp again, so hair popping sharp. Love my Kaiser Intrepid, or not Kaiser Intrepid, Kaiser Dorado, and this is a Cucchiara design, matte Cucchiara, and it is absolutely phenomenal. Love it. Okay, we're getting towards the end here. Last Kaiser I just received was the Roach. Did a video on all these last ones you're about to see, so nothing new to you guys, but thought I'd throw them in this video anyway. Love the Roach. Gorgeous, gorgeous, huge blade. Love how you can choke up on it. VG10 steel. This also is in the Dorado series, or in the Dorado series. And you can tell I've been doing this for a while now. It's also in the Vanguard series, and I love it. I love that pop of blue. Love the pocket clip. It works perfectly. The action is just phenomenal. It's very smooth. Centering is dead on. And again, the Vanguard series for 88 bucks. These knives, they're just no comparison. Nothing out there in this price range. So I urge you to get out and get you the Vanguard series from Kaiser. There you go, the Roach. Second to last here, got the Max Ace Windflipper. This here is a wonderful knife. And real quick, not to spend too much time, I did do some modifications to this one. I kind of ground this down a little bit because it came up and it had a really sharp edge when you would hold it. I also, because this right here was so high you had to dig down in to close the knife, I actually ground it down a little bit, so now it's easier to get to your lock bar. Also, they had put lock relief, or the flipper relief in here, but they left two pointy edges right about where these bumps are here. I ground all this all the way down even and smooth, so now when you open it, there's just no problem at all. It doesn't hurt the finger. You can stop, you can push button it. There's no problem with any kind of points or anything hurting you. Centering on this knife is pretty much dead on. I just love this knife. The Windflipper is great. It's rocking S35 VN steel, as you can see right there. Blade steel is great, 3.8 inches, 5-inch handle. Love this knife, you guys. Recommend the Max Ace Windflipper all day. Smooth and just gets the job done, you guys. Love it. Max Ace Windflipper. And finally, I would say my pride and joy, besides my 0095 I'm waiting to come back, is my Reata Horizon D Alt. Love this knife. I don't care what people say about them trying to copy to make this look like Timascus, whatever. I don't think that's true. I love the blue titanium hardware. I love the anodization and etching they achieved here, and you can feel it. I love the pocket clip. I love how they added the stability here to make this lock bar relief a little bit more strong. Centering dead on. I love the blue anodized hardware, as I said, and the flipping action on this is amongst no other. I have no knife that is as smooth really or flips as good as this one does. Listen to this. I mean, the power of this knife, it's just phenomenal. I'm absolutely in love with this knife, and I cannot wait to get more Reata knives in my collection. I really cannot wait, because if they're all this nice, then boy, I found my new favorite knife company besides ZT, because this knife is phenomenal. Not much more to say about this one, except for if you don't have it, get it. So there you go, guys. That's currently my collection. I want to thank you for sticking around, hopefully, and watching all 3 episodes of this. Not everything's great, but everything is great in some way to me. And I hope you liked looking at what I have. And again, there's a lot of custom knife makers out there that do their EDC updates, and they're blown away by the beauty of their knives. But I can't compete with that, but I really hope my followers like this. If it's your first time watching, please like and subscribe. I try to do a video a week, if I get a knife a week, which is kind of rough with my funds. But there you go. That's my EDC update, my collection update. As I tell you every time I leave, YouTube, stay sharp. Eddie Bones 13 out.